Hi everyone, it's Tracy. It's Tuesday, and I would just like to share with you some of the things that I received from Frances from her the antique store that her sister worked at. Now, what I'm going to show you is really just a tip of the iceberg. It is an iceberg because it just goes on and on forever. And I have things all over the house. I also have some things airing out outside because, you know, they're from the 30s. They're a little bit musty. So I'm just going to start. Okay, I'm just going to start going through. So they owned two companies. One was called Tops and one was called Ontario Specialty Limited. And they were a store that sort of dealt in novelties. I think they dealt in some antiques. I think they were a bit maybe of a pawn shop because that's where I got all those antique books from. So they dealt with a lot of companies that made novelties in Canada and around the world. So you can see some of like Nutty Club. This is Tops, so this is them, and this is one of their order forms of everything they had. So they did a lot of shipping. I have tons and tons, and literally tons and tons and tons of papers that they used when they were shipping. So we'll go through here. And this is, I think, a brochure that they handed out, and there's something inside. I haven't opened them yet because I only have 5 of them. Tax forms, order forms. I probably have this all upside down. Now, these are something to do with something they sold. I guess maybe belt size or something like that. How many do you want to order? Oh, and he also, there's also legal forms in here between like dissolution of partnerships and other legal things. There's checks. There's other forms. So they also dealt with like things like there's Disney stuff and so Kaplan and Company. And then there's all of these different things like this was selling these little Mighty Midgets, not a toy. And then these scouring pads. So they would get all of these letters from different vendors showing new items that they may have that they want the store to sell, like pretzel bits and cake or egg lifter and knife sharpener. And you know what, it's funny because there's some like inventions that are just kind of hilarious. So and I also got a box of just these replacement ledger sheets. So there's tax forms, just different thingies we need to go through. So some hand written things. So this is from 1924. And this is Victory hairnets. So while I'm talking about Victory hairnets, I want to show you this. This is, these are Real Human hairnet by Gala. And the hairnet is in here, and it is made of real hair. And so she's given me one box of them, but apparently I'm getting a couple more boxes of those. And then I have a whole bunch of these, this size envelope and this size envelope. And these are some of the displays that companies would give them to display their products. So sliding ball collar holder. Now, is that like a what do they call those, bolos? I don't know. And then this one is cigarette holders. So I don't know what they look like or what they were. So there's some of the paperwork. And then, oops, I have checks. So a whole bunch and different dates. So 52, 57, 40, 39, 30 something, 40. So yeah, all different years of checks. And this one is funny because this is like he would have gotten this from GM, and it's like getting oil changes. And I guess there were tickets in here that if he did certain things, he would like pull out this sort of ticket, and I guess he would get a free lube job. So the owner would sign it and give it to him. So I thought that was pretty funny. So I have a bunch of these, just these things. These are from a day planner that I took apart. This is cool because this is from Gillette. And this is 1941. Gillette Safety Razor Company of Canada. I thought that was pretty cool. And then some of these airmail envelopes. These like debit slips from a bank. Just notepads. So this would have been something that they wanted them to carry. And lots of telegrams, but all they say is like, rush, Muirhead, 500 cars, toothbrushes, as samples received. And so, regarding letter, we'll take clips, combs. So these are like people, rush, please rush. So people want their products, please rush. So several, well, like a lot of these telegrams and these and envelopes and checks and these, and what else is in here? I'm sorry. So yeah, so more of these, petrol pack, lighter, clean fuel, and they want you to. And then these things for bills, coins, receipts, documents, paper, trucker safety chain. So there would have been a product. This would have been something that held, you know, the trucker safety chain. You know, the things that guys think make them look cool. Oh dear. And then, what is this? Remnant House of America. Textile remnants. That's cool. It is still a little bit musty, so I'm not going to. Oh, look, Hudson's Bay Company. That no longer exists either. Oh, and does being soft actually save? This is from the Goodwill. Asking you to give some money, and these are Much Ado About Two. We are proud of our tasteless tumblers. They are odorless too. Dispel that morning haze with perky colors that sing. Oh my God. And then, what are these? We can save you money. Get our prices before you buy. Okay, so this is one of their flyers. And it shows everything that they carried, which was a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. And they were right down on Church Street in Toronto. And then there was this notepad, Loretta Young, on the front. but it's just like scribbles. Like somebody was writing stuff down. So there's scribble, scrabble. Oh, and this is where I got like I took these off the file folders to use as tabs in my journals. And a bunch more of these like advertising forms of things they wanted them to carry. Wood display trays, padlocks. Oh, and I liked this because it had that Toy Fair sticker on it. And what else do we have? Maps. This is, so they are in, where is that? Yeah. Oh, it's in New Lisker. Okay, so, and then City of Toronto Realty Taxes. Doesn't sound very good. And then this really long order book. It's empty. There's nice pages in there. And then this kind of like a little ledger. I'm going to make a journal out of this, I think. So that was fun. And oh, I'm still going strong here, right? There's just so much stuff, and a lot of it repeats, so I don't want to show you. Well, just a whole bunch of order forms, letters. This is CN Rail, and this, I guess, was signing off for shipments. And yeah, there's ledger pages. Oh, that's mine. I was copy dying. Recipe cards. Okay, let me put this back down here. And then, sorry. I'm gonna put that. Oops. Sorry, hairnets. And then, okay, I don't really, so I'm just gonna go to this one here. So there was a daily journal, and I think they just kind of wrote orders kind of in here. So that'll be cool to use the pages and then make a journal out of it. And then this checkbook with all these unused checks. And then just a notebook with nice paper. And then bills receivable. This one's cool because it's bills receivable on one side. Oh no, that must be another one. One has a flip. So receivables. So just, I guess, who owes them what. And then there was this one I took apart already. This ledger. So Eaton's. They had one invoice. And I found a lot of rusty paper clips and bull clips. And then this ledger. And this is from 1935. So this would have been right when the store started. And so this is really, really a nice. And there's some blank pages in it, but that's a neatly written ledger, because some of the stuff that they've written. And here's another ledger. So this one starts in 35 again. So it's got neat writing in it too. So this goes to 39. And then what's really weird is her sister gave me, and I can't find where I put the Christmas cards. I'm so sad. They're somewhere. She gave me all of this, like, truly vintage wrapping paper. So Meadow Norcross. Look at this one. I love this one. Isn't that beautiful? Ugh. And this one's so pretty. And then, oh, that's the same as that one. And then, whoa, psychedelic and Christmas. This is kind of like embossed paper. And then this old-fashioned Santa. Love this one. Another one of him. And then this old-fashioned paper too. Merry Christmas. Joyeux Noel. And this is pretty cool. It's blue mistletoe. Or blue holly. Sorry. Blue holly and berries. And look at this. I think this is wrapping paper. Yeah. Is it? Sorry, my fingers aren't working because I was trying to clean a pair of scissors and my thumb went right across the blade. Another one of that. And then look at this old stuff. That's so cool. And then this old stuff. And that's pretty. And then the poinsettia. And then this. And then this. And then also buried in some of the stuff that I got were these. And they're some sort of decals. I did took one of them and found this information on it, and I Google searched it, and these came up, and these were made for soldiers and supporters during World War II. So I only have 2 of these, and then I have puppies, and it's a fox, and boy in a boat, and then flying geese, goat. The rose is pretty, cards, majorette, puddle jumping, fiesta, aww. Another rose, and this cellophane. These cellophane bags are so old, so brittle. That's what I used in one of my journals. A piece of one. And a kitty cat. I like this on the slide with the Scotty dog. And you gotta have sexy one, right? If you're giving them to soldiers, you gotta have sexy one. And yeah, so those are those. So I'm just gonna stop this video now, and then I'm gonna go and gather up some more stuff, get rid of this, and get another crop. I have old newspapers, Life magazines, oh my gosh, all sorts of stuff. I'm not trying to show off in any way. I want to maybe branch out into selling paper products, and you know it's going to be a good price because it's basically, it was a gift for me. So yeah, we'll think about it. We'll see, because I can't use all this stuff in like a lifetime, right? And it's Canadian ephemera, which there isn't a whole lot of out there from the 30s, 40s, so I want to share it. So yeah, so I'll probably add on to this one, or I'll just post this one. I don't know. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching. What's your favorite? I think if I could find the Christmas cards, they'd be my favorite, but it's got to be this wrapping paper. These wrapping papers, they're so awesome. It's this one right here. That's my favorite. Okay, everybody. Oh, and hairnets for everybody. Okay, talk to you soon, everyone. Bye.